Hey, welcome back to Fresh Gaming News. So today we have had the Pokemon Presents for this year. Well, I don't know if it's going to be this year, but it's this time this year, I guess. And with it, they've announced some new updates for the current Pokemon games, plus the new Pokemon game that they just announced for Generation 10. Wow. But anyway, I'm just going to go over quickly through the main stuff they've announced and then go over the new game they've announced and show off it thing. But anyway, first of all, they announced this Pokemon music, like, Game Boy figurine thing. And I don't know how the fuck it works, but there's 45 songs, and I don't know, I think every single song is on an individual cartridge, which is, like, ridiculous, and I don't understand what the fuck the point of this is. I mean, why would you buy this? Like, it's a cool novelty, I guess, but, like, it's completely ridiculous. Why do you need 45 cartridges with songs on them? And why would I want to listen to the Game Boy music out of that thing? I don't understand. Anyway, they went on about how Pokemon Go, Pokemon Champions is going to be at the Chase Center. Oh, yay. Then they showed off Pokemon Go stuff and Pokemon Master stuff, Pokemon Thingy stuff, Pokemon Home, Pokemon Sleep, Pokemon Unite. It's just, most of this is just updates on the mobile games, pretty much. Like, they mostly just talk about the mobile games. Then they announced something that's really weird, and I don't understand why, but Pokemon XD, which was already announced to be coming to the NSO, is coming, but not Colosseum for some reason. Why not Colosseum? Why would they have XD, which is the sequel to Colosseum, but not Colosseum? That doesn't make any sense. And also, it's not even coming out until March, so yeah. Then they talked about Pokemon GBA games. Don't know why, because they already announced that. And then they were like, here's an update for Mega DLC, Mega Evolution DLC, and it's just like, oh, you can play as one more character. It's the most pointless announcement ever. Why the fuck are they announcing this? Like, who cares about this one extra Mega character? I don't care. I thought they were gonna have like another DLC. They were like, here's an update on the Pokemon DLC, and it's like, oh, they're actually gonna have another expansion? No, they're not. Yeah, it's just one character that you get as a prize or something. But anyway, they also announced you could listen to music in the new Pokopia game or whatever the fuck, which I have no interest in playing, and especially for the price, it's gonna be like $70. What the fuck? But anyway, all of that done. Then they finally announced Pokemon Gen 10 Winds and Waves. They started it by giving some images of the first couple Pokemon games. And then they had a CGI trailer where they show two Pikachus dressed up like that. I don't know why they did this, but I guess... I think it's meant to be like... I don't know, like... I heard from the rumors that it was like based on Indonesia or something, but this looks more like Hawaii than Indonesia, but I'm just fucking stupid anyway. But anyway, first thing everybody noticed is that the graphics are much, much better now than they were before in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Especially the water. The water and the geometry are much better. And it's also aesthetically pleasing, unlike Sword and Shield, which looked like a fucking load of shit coming out of my fucking asshole. But the other thing I'd say is that the Pokemon themselves don't look much better to me. They look pretty much the exact same as they did from the last games. And, well, we haven't really seen many animations in terms of the animations, but I don't think they're going to be that much better in terms of animations. And then we got to see the Pokemon main characters, and they're pretty, like, basic. I mean, they do look more detailed than the last models. They look much more detailed, but they're still pretty basic. They're not really that. They still look like generic Pokemon character models. They don't look that crazy in terms of detail. It's just like the same, but better kind of thing. But yeah, they haven't really shown much other than like some quick snippets of like the overworld. We don't really know what the game is going to be like. There's like a swamp, there's a lava thing. Maybe that's going to be like Vesuvius. I don't know. Wait a minute. Isn't that in... No, that is right, yeah. Never mind. But then we saw the new starters, which I'm not really a fan of at all. So first First off is the green guy. The green guy. The leaf guy. Grass Pokemon. Brout. Who looks like a weird duck thing. He looks like an Angry Bird, basically. Like Angry Birds. It's a weird duck Angry Bird thing. Probably the one I want to get out of all of them. Then we have this guy who was just a dog. It's just a dog. I guess if you like dogs, it's fine. But I don't really like dogs. Then we have this guy, which looks like a freaking nightmare. It's a frog gecko thing. What the fuck? I usually get the water Pokemon, but I'm not going to get the water Pokemon this time. Nah, no way. That looks too creepy. It looks like an alien. I don't want to fucking alien. But anyway, then they announced the name, and you can also, also you can go underwater now, apparently, which is actually kind of cool. I wonder how that's going to work. But it makes sense because they have, like, a swimsuit on. But I wonder how, like, long you can go underwater, because, like, how do you breathe? I don't know. But anyway, the announced name is Winds and Waves, and there's different costumes based on if you have Winds and Waves. Like, if you have the Winds version, you get a cowboy hat, and in the Waves version, you get a cap. Which is kind of weird, but I'd rather the cap than the cowboy hat. But I feel like that's something you can change in the costume creator thing. I don't know what the fuck the deal with that is. But the game is coming out next year, not this year, which everybody thought it was going to come out this year, but it's not. We don't know when next year. If it's like November next year or October, I really don't understand why they're announcing it now. Like, this is what happened with ZA. They announced it like 2 years before it came out. What is the point of announcing it this early? Like, it doesn't help anybody if you announce it this early. Just announce it like the same year or like around 12 months before it comes out at the most. If you're announcing it 2 years before it comes out, why? Why? And it looks... Well, I'm not going to say it looks pretty much done because I have no idea. But I would say it looks definitely in development. But yeah, hopefully... I don't want to say hopefully because I don't actually give a shit. But I would prefer it if it came out next year early, not late. But considering how rushed Pokemon games are, I think it's better if they take all the time they need. Because Pokemon games are fucking broken at launch. So, and always broken, actually. So, instead of that, let's say, have it come out in 2030. So it's actually, like, running well. But yeah, that's going to do it for Fresh Gaming News. What do you guys think about this new Pokemon info? I was kind of confused why they didn't have Colosseum instead. Also, it would have been cool if we got like something like unexpected, but we never get anything expected. It's always just the same mobile updates and in the main game, and that's it. I also thought it was going to be an hour long for some reason. I don't know why. Somebody said it was going to be an hour long, but it ended up being like 20 minutes. So I don't know what the hell they were talking about. But anyway, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next Fresh Gaming News. Bye-bye.